Well, I hope that what comes from the Synod is a good solid catechesis that young people can engage with, that's relevant, that is meaningful in their lives in 2018 and indeed further on in the future. I hope it's something that won't quickly fall out of fashion.
And the key thing really is this beginning with where they are, and obviously lots of them are at different places in their own faith, in their own space, but really finding a way to connect and to move forward so that we can start to create this vocation culture.
Church teaching is fantastic, and that's really what drew me into the church when I did become a Catholic in 2011. So yeah, I think there are a lot of really enriching conversations to be had.
I hope that more young people start to realize that God is calling them to something specific, and only they can fulfill that in their lives. And I hope as well that more people realize that there are young Catholics out there who care about the faith, and that we're wanting to encourage each other.
We're all part of this very wonderful Catholic clique, but it's getting beyond our boundaries. And how to do that, I don't have the answers either. But I just do hope that we can have the courage to cross those boundaries.
Be faithful to the future, to that tradition is so important, but it's not a stagnant thing as well, and that you need both reform and tradition together. And yeah, I think maybe this is what the Synod's trying to do.
Because you have, on one hand, you have the church with all of this teaching that people don't really understand, and then you have the kind of the contemporary culture on the other hand, and it's very appealing and it's very instant gratification. So I think if we can start being very honest and having really good conversations just in our own peer groups about the church and what it's about and how to share that authentically. I think that is what I'm hoping that the Synod will be able to unlock.
I really hope young people can see how much depth there is to our Catholic faith as well, and how it's an ongoing process, and it's something that you're called to do every single day of your life and to grow in every single day of your life. So I hope the Synod will give people a chance to start thinking about that, and to and to really realise how much there is that they can grow, and how much there is in front of them, and be excited by that and enjoy that journey.
But I don't think that we should focus too much on the people who aren't there. There should be a focus on the people who are there and what we can give to the people who aren't there. So I hope that the emphasis goes back on to the people who do go to church regularly.
My hope would be that their voice would be really taken into consideration, and what they have said, what the advice and all the things that they have said would be really become practical, transferred into practical activities.
Well, I hope that it proves to other Catholics, I think, that young Catholics want to stick with church teaching, and the tradition of the church is what's drawn people to their faith. We live in a world that's so wishy-washy, and there's things that are here one day and gone the next, but the Catholic Church is something that has faced so much adversity throughout history, and it's always stuck to what it believes in.
I don't want any watering down of the faith. I want the faith to be served to me on a plate as it is in its fullness, to lead me to Christ. So it's a great opportunity to reflect on what young people want, but importantly, young people who are practicing Catholics. And the question has to be discussed that there are many people who don't practice anymore. There shouldn't be a dilution of the message, rather a way or another way of spreading that message to appeal to them as opposed to diluting it.
But my hope would be that they genuinely did listen to the young people, and that they can create a way where young people and older people can listen to each other in a respectful, helpful manner.